Okay, so quick update or in review. My roses are blooming, but they have a little insect pest damage, which is not great. Um, I have this stuff called Rose X I've been spraying on them because they get like these green caterpillars and the aphids, and it just has not, it's not helpful. See how the leaves are munched on? So you guys can see that. Um, Here's the nasturtium. They're doing nicely. Here is some ranunculus. I'm waiting to see, guys, to see if it actually blooms. Again, a lot of pest pressure. Not sure why. Um, but I spray it and we see what's going on. So it's my pink salmon colored roses again. You know, if y'all have any tips and tricks for the bugs, please let me know. We have lilies over here. Lilies seem to be holding up pretty well, so I can't complain there. And then we still have some begonias, which are looking pretty nice. These pots are getting replaced. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I usually have 2 pots in front. Excited about my elephant ear, which is growing in here. Oop, get out of there, hair. Growing in there. There's a pink one. There's a pink one down in there, but it hasn't come up yet, so we're just yet holding on for that. And I believe it's the same as this one. It'll be like pink in the center, green on the outsides. We'll see. Those are the first year that I've planted those. I'm not 100% sure what they're gonna look like. Mint, which takes over. Beware if you plant mint. We do have some peonies that have come up. These are a beautiful pink color, really nice. Again, beautiful. They don't last long. Hey, ants doing its job. Elephant ear in there. There's one coming up in the center, and then you have these beautiful white peonies, and they always come up with, get off of me, ant. I'm not the job. Thank you. They always come up with this beautiful white, just a tad of pink in there. Really pretty. I have them pinned up to the fence because these get really heavy. And for me, a lot of people stake them, but I don't stake them because by the time you do all that staking, they'll be gone. So, again, another example of the beautiful white and flecks of pink. Really pretty. Irises are mostly done. These are not reblooming irises, so they'll be done for this season for the most part. I think I have some lilies in there that will start to come up as these others die back. These are daylilies, and these are usually orange and red, so those are coming up. Oh, more peonies on this side, different colors. These are the pink ones that have the flecks of red in them as opposed to the white ones with the flecks of red. So they're really pretty. They haven't opened fully yet. Oh, I hate that. I think that's a Chinese lantern bug. But I'll be out here grabbing stuff and be wondering why I'm itching when I go in the house. Lilies, dahlia. These need to be cut back. These are old alliums, but they're so pretty even when they're not blooming. So I'll leave them up. But they spread, so be careful if you decide to do that. White, big, beautiful white ones. These are more pure white. There are some that have flecks of pink, but they're just different types. Really, really pretty colors. Let's see what else we got. Ignore the grass. Look away. I'm ashamed of that grass. So don't look at that grass, guys. So let's see. Those at our pots, sedum, fern. This is my trash heap. Well, I pull stuff up and then I box it up later. Need to replace those pots. I have some nasturtium in this pot, nasturtium in this pot, nasturtium in this pot. And I usually have a clematis that goes in here, but it didn't come back, so I need to replace something in this pot. If you guys have ideas, let me know. It's a really shady area, so That's why nothing much grows back here. But these are lilies of the valley. Some lilies that are still coming up. Hostas. You guys have seen this area before, but there has been some growth over here since last time. These are begonias. First year planting, so I'm not sure what that's going to look like. And some lilies over here. This looks like weeds. These are asters. I'm going to try to see if I want to keep them or pull them up, but they look so weedy to me that they're probably going to get pulled up. Lilies again. Wildflowers. The only thing that's discernible is the nasturtium over there. So we'll see how we go. Again, blueberry bushes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They haven't started turning yet, but there are the berries. I had some canna lily in here that's over winter, so it's starting to come up. So I'm gonna see how we do with this. And we have one of our first peppers, if you guys can see that. There it is. This will be a red bell pepper when it comes up. Tomato, we'll see. More peppers. Squash. I had some watermelon back here, which is that right there. Ignore the weeds, guys, because I only pull up weeds when the seedlings are safe. So but I had some watermelon here in this spot. However, the rabbit ate it. I'm so angry, but it is what it is. We're trying to work with and fight nature at the same time. But I do have still some watermelons that are yet still okay. So we're leaving those alone, and I've planted more to see. Figs you guys have seen already. See how we're doing here. Here's a cherry tree. The cherry tree has cherries, but the tree also has brown rot, so I'm not too concerned about that because we don't eat them. See what else we have going here. And again, for everybody who's like, oh my god, the weeds. Okay, relax. It's fine. It's fine. The weeds are fine. It's fine. Some dahlias over here. Some irises over here. My baby cherry tree over there. Some random sunflowers and seedlings. And then we have the last of the irises. These are reblooming irises, so I have done some deadheading, but they will, peter out and then come back. And then these are so beautiful. These are pink, and you guys probably cannot see, but there's the color on these have like really tiny dots almost, like, and again, the ants are going to be on these because they're peonies, but they're like little tiny speckles of color, and they're so pretty. I love them so much. Again, peonies don't always last a whole long time, but they are so pretty while they're in bloom. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I've deadheaded some of my peonies because, again, they don't last forever. But yeah, that's where we are right now. If anybody wants to come over and help me do weeds, that'd be great. But I'll catch you guys up next week and see if anything else is blooming, because like I said, I try to have something blooming every couple of weeks. But it's nature, so we do what we can. Some calendula over there. So what I was going to say earlier is, even though this looks like a lot of weeds, a lot of this is seedlings. A lot of this are baby flowers. There are weeds, okay, I'm not lying, there are weeds, but there's also flowers. So I give them some time. I let the seedlings come up, and then we pull the weeds later. So update you guys soon. And pray for my baby watermelons, guys. Pray for them.